Hello and welcome back. Rigel Smith here. And today I'm going to give you my best tips for winter wellness and how to jumpstart your immune system. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about things we can do on a daily basis to keep our body healthy and able to deal with things that we encounter on a daily basis. And then the second half, I will teach you what to do when you need a little bit of natural support and your body is not feeling its best. So I'm going to share my screen with you. We are going to do a little bit longer training than I usually pop up on YouTube. I did this series with my team recently and it was really well received. So I thought I would share it with all of you on YouTube as well. So this is my cute little family. I have my husband, Adam, my 6-year-old daughter, Nova, and my bonus son. He is 23-year-old Adam Jr. and his fiance, Bree. And they are actually getting married next week. So he has been out of our house for four years now. I came into his life when he was 7. So I've had the whole spectrum of using essential oils on this little family. And we have been able to use essential oils on a lot of things for everyday concerns that come up, with the exception of this little 6-year-old. When she was 9 months old, she swallowed a penny and had to have that surgically removed. So we were very grateful for the doctors and the hospital to be able to remove that for her. But other than wellness checkups, we've been able to use a lot of natural things at home to keep our whole family healthy. So according to Dr. Google, here are the top 10 reasons we get sick. None of these should be too surprising. Some of it has to do with germs and toxins, not washing our hands, not sleeping enough. That's when our body is repairing. Maybe it's working too much, being stressed, not drinking enough fluids, lack of exercise, poor diet and nutrition, which I'm going to spend a chunk on because our gut is linked to so much of our immune health. And I'm going to share with you 6 main things. So number 1, how to improve our gut health, since 70 to 80% of our immune system resides in our gut. How to decrease stress in the body, how to improve quality of sleep. That's when our body repairs. Some options for non-toxic cleaning products that actually work, and daily uses of essential oils and supplements to support a healthy immune system. And finally, what to do for everyday ailments if they occur. So number 1, gut health is extremely important. Like we mentioned, 70 to 80% of our immune system resides in our gut. And one of the ways that we can help support a healthy gut is making sure our microbiome, so the healthy gut bacteria, is there, and that the bacteria that is not healthy and supportive to our gut doesn't go rogue. So Candida is a yeast or a fungus in our gut. It is designed to be there, but it is often overgrown, and it grows through exposure to sugar, refined carbohydrates, alcohol. It loves sweet things. And when we have overexposure to those things in our diet, Candida starts to overgrow. And as a result, it can weaken our immune system. It can also cause bloating, constipation, rashes, fungal infections, brain fog, a weakened immune system, and mood swings. A few other things, it can help you, Candida overgrowth might make you feel tired and worn down. It might trigger things within the body, skin issues, vaginal infections, carbohydrate cravings. That's a big one. Candida, like I mentioned, loves sweets and sugar. So if you feel like you need that dessert every time after you eat to help you feel satisfied and full, that's your Candida talking. So the good news is, there's a lot of things that we can do naturally to help support healthy Candida levels in our body, and as a result, help support a healthy immune system. So one of the things that you can explore is called doTERRA'S Cleanse and Restore program. I'm not going to go in full detail of this because I already have a blog and YouTube that I'll refer you to that goes really in depth of what this does, but it's a very mild and gentle cleanse that for the first 10 days is going to activate your filtering organs. So before we cleanse, we want to make sure that our liver is open, our kidney, our colon, all the detox channels are working appropriately. And then the next 10 days, we're going to reset. And that's where we're actually going to do the cleanse with the GX Assist, which helps and goes and gets rid of those unhealthy overgrown Candida levels and cleanses the digestive tract. And then finally, the last 10 days is all about renewal, the PB Assist, that good probiotic to repopulate the gut microbiome and to have all the things to help support healthy cellular function. So An experience I wanted to pop up here is somebody who shared her experience. And she said, I came into doTERRA with severe allergies and I was on prescribed medications and had to add OTC allergy solutions to even feel a bit better. With each cleanse, symptoms reduced significantly, and with consistent use of the LLV and oils, I've been able to come off both with the help of my doctor and my pharmacist. The cleanse is gentle and not like other nasty ones. I wholeheartedly encourage everyone to doTERRA cleanse. So I love that she shared her experience. She shared that she worked with her medical professionals. So do consult your medical professionals before doing a cleanse or anything you're concerned about. And then she was able to, in conjunction with her medical professionals, get some results that she was looking for. So I have a full overview on my website, blissmama.com, going deeper dive into the cleanse. If you're curious about what that is, I have a 30-day tracker to keep track of your progress. I have a how-to video, and then I also have a really thorough blog write-up on each of the supplements that you use for that cleanse. One of the things that you'll see mentioned in the cleanse, but also is extremely important for a healthy immune system, is lifelong vitality. And this is one of doTERRA's supplements. It's actually the #1 selling thing that doTERRA has because it works so well. So if you're looking not only for a healthy immune system, but better sleep, elevated mood, improved skin, hair growth, nail growth, cardiovascular function, neurological support, you want to look into the lifelong vitality. And the nice thing about lifelong vitality is it has a lot of nutrients that we don't always get enough of in our foods. So here's a quick little breakdown of some of the nutrients, and you'll notice many of these are really important for a healthy immune system, especially the D3, vitamin C, B12, zinc. And you'll see the equivalent of how much food you would have to eat to get the bioavailable version that lifelong vitality has for you. So vitamin D3, extremely healthy or important for a healthy immune system. With a month's supply of lifelong vitality, that's equivalent to eating 1,000 eggs. Like, I love eggs. My husband loves eggs. We're eating them almost every day, but there's no way I could eat 1,000 eggs. Vitamin B12, that is equivalent to 75 cups of cheese in a month's supply of the lifelong vitality. And you can also see the cost breakdown. So a month's supply of your LLV with your discount as a wholesale customer is $79.50. And you're also getting your free LRP points, so your free product points. And then the equivalent grocery bill for those nutrients that are bioavailable that your body can actually absorb would be $900. So great value. This is a good thing to take a screenshot of. I'm not going to go deep into this, but these are some of the most important nutrients for a healthy immune system. And it breaks it down a little bit about what specifically they do in the body. And of course, these are all in therapeutic doses in the lifelong vitality for your body. So some good stuff in there. There's also a children's version. So that was for adults. The children's version is the A to Z Chewable, the PB Assist Junior, which is a delicious tasting probiotic that tastes like a pixie stick, no sugar, but tastes delicious. And the IQ Omega, which is the liquid fish oils that taste like wild orange and helps to support brain health and development, as well as a healthy immune system. Another thing that's really important when we're trying to keep everything in check is decreasing sugar cravings, because we talked about how sugar feeds the Candida, especially after sugar season. If we've just come off the holidays and we've had Halloween and we've had Thanksgiving and we've had Christmas and we've had all the treats and the baked goods and the deliciousness and the alcohol, your body is craving sugar oftentimes. So one of the things that I like to do is carry around Slim and Sassy in my purse, and I just drop a drop on my tongue. It is designed and safe for internal use, and it has in it grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon, and it helps to support healthy metabolic levels. And for me, that taste on my tongue cuts a sugar craving quickly. You can also add a few drops to water and drink it throughout the day as needed, or refill, of course, as needed. Just make sure you're using glass and not plastics, because we don't want to break down plastics and then drink those toxins. Another simple way to help increase our our immune system is by increasing hydration. So if we're dehydrated, our body is having trouble to detoxify and to move nutrients appropriately and get going what's supposed to go in our body. So increasing water intake is super easy to do. One of my healthy habits is the first thing in the morning before tea, before I eat, before I brush my teeth, anything, I down a full big glass of water, and then I put a couple drops of whatever citrus oil I want that day in it to start to gently cleanse and get everything moving and help elevate my hydration. So you could try grapefruit, which is one of my favorites, lemon, lime, of course, that's Slim and Sassy. You could even try peppermint or Digest Zen. Another nod to doTERRA'S nutrition line. So as you're working on a healthy immune system, fiber is actually extremely important. It's not something you would probably think of, but it is required to help build up the healthy gut flora in your gut. So if you're taking the probiotics and you're trying to repopulate the good gut flora, if there's not fiber, it doesn't adhere appropriately in the GI tract. And you also need fiber to eliminate what you no longer need as you're trying to get it out of your system. Another really unique thing about doTERRA'S fiber is it has high potency vitamin C. So vitamin C is something you've probably heard of as suggested nutrient to keep a healthy immune system. Well, there's high potency vitamin C in the fiber, and it actually tastes delicious. So it's not great grandma's Metamucil. It's not gritty. It mixes straight up with regular water. So every afternoon I've been doing my doTERRA lemonade, and I do a scoop of the fiber, and then I do a scoop of the greens, which is equivalent to 1 to 2 extra servings of fruits and vegetables. So a scoop of that, and then a couple drops of lemon oil, mix it up, and that's my doTERRA lemonade. And then you could also, if you're working on increasing protein intake, so protein is important for building up cells in our body and as a result, keeping our immune system strong. The doTERRA protein has 21 grams. There is a whey-based or a plant-based. The plant-based is vanilla, and then the whey is either vanilla or chocolate. And that's my little one showing off her favorite current doTERRA smoothie, which is super simple. It's just banana, frozen strawberries, almond milk, and a scoop of the vanilla doTERRA protein. And then she likes a little bit of coconut whipped cream if I have it. And this is one of the ways that she gets extra protein for building up her cells. So number 2, reducing stress. So stress comes from internal and external factors. A lot of times it's outside of our control. When we are stressed, our body goes into a response that affects every organ in our body, and it does decrease the effectiveness of our immune system. But the good news is there are some things that you can do to help decrease the stress hormone release within your body. So one of the ways is by using essential oils. So when you inhale the doTERRA oils, it affects the limbic system, which is lit up in this photo, and the limbic system is where our emotions reside. This is also something effective with the oils. When you inhale them, you can decrease the stress response that gets hyperactivated when you're under stress. So the brain, your body senses the trigger of stress. It goes throughout the neurological system, and your brain starts to tell everything to flood. The hormones start to increase, and that starts to have that negative impact on your other organs. So one of the oils that's designed to do, one of the oils that's designed to help decrease the overactivation of the stress response in the brain, the neurological system, is the adaptive. Now the adaptive comes with either the essential oil, which you can use, or the capsules, or you can do them both together as the adaptive system. So adaptive capsules have lavender, coriander, wild orange, fennel. They also have ahi flower, which is an omega-3 that's plant-based, GABA, which is one of the most researched compounds that help to support those pathways in the brain that are overactivated when we have anxious feelings and we feel unsettled. And then Cetilium, I don't know how to say that, but it is a plant that helps you have gentle, alert focus. So you're not just kind of out of it, but you are alertly focused. And then the essential oils that you can use, you can diffuse or put them on your pulse points to help support a healthy neurological response when we're exposed to stress. Lavender, magnolia, neroli, sweet gum, wild orange, spearmint, copaiba, and rosemary are in those blends. You can diffuse them or put them on pulse points as needed. Another one that I want to give a good nod to for stress relief is copaiba. You can also say copaiba. You'll hear it both ways. Copaiba comes from the copaiba trees of Brazil. And not only does it help to support immune function, it also helps to decrease anxious feelings within the body. It helps to support healthy inflammatory levels and helps to promote homeostasis, which is balance in the body. So it's one of those oils that is for everything. Like it says, it really has a really wide range of things that it can do. So that might be something to consider incorporating into your daily wellness routine. You can do the capsules, take the oil internally, a couple drops under the tongue, or use it topically. Number 3, sleep. This is the time when our body is rebuilding. If we are not sleeping well, sometimes we're more prone to not feeling well. If we have proper sleep, then sometimes our body can do what it's designed to do and repair. So there are lots of oils, dozens or more actually, of oils that can help for sleep, and our chemistry is all different. So you have to find the combo that works specifically for you. I do have a blog post on essential oils for sleep with some sleep hygiene tips and some other deeper dive. But when people come to me, the first oil I recommend to everyone is always Serenity, because that was the oil that's designed to be the restful blend. It's designed for a more restful night of sleep. So we start here, and if that doesn't work, then we start to explore some of those other oils that are in that blog post. But Serenity, it has either a capsule, which is essential oil and herbs, or it has the essential oil. So the essential oil, I recommend everybody diffuse next to their bed at night. So whether it's this oil or cedar wood or Roman chamomile, lavender, you'll find your sleepy button one, vetiver. And so you diffuse that, start at about 30 minutes before you go to bed, and then put a couple drops of that oil or another one on the bottoms of your feet. Let everything soak in. Magnolia is one of my favorites. And then if you need a little extra sleep support, try the Serenity capsules that also have herbs in them as well to help with healthy sleep habits. Some people, the magic for them is the Serenity alone. Some it's Serenity plus the copaiba that I shared, and some of them it's Serenity plus copaiba and or adaptive. So all 3 of those oils, the capsules, are very supportive to the neurological system at calming it down. So you'll have to kind of see what works best for your body and find the combo that works with your chemistry. So number 4, non-toxic cleaning. So on the top 10 reasons people get sick, according to Google, a lot of it had to do with hygiene and cleaning. So over cleaning, not cleaning enough, all those things. Here's something tricky about over cleaning. A lot of our traditional cleaning products that we use to get rid of all the funk, they are linked to endocrine disruptors, so they can throw off our hormones. They can suppress our immune system. Some of them are linked to dis-ease within the body, respiratory dysfunction, and even the synthetic fragrances in a lot of those can weaken the immune system. So exposure to synthetics weakens the immune system. I was shocked when I started to read about how that affects everything. So the receptors, as our body intakes it, it can weaken it, I believe, gosh, it's on my Green Clean blog. I believe it's for up to 72 hours after having exposure to synthetic fragrances. So the good news is there are a lot of cleaning products that are just as effective, if not more effective, that are actually not going to cause those problems in your body. So some of them are the ABODE line with doTERRA. That was one of the things they wanted to create, was an effective EPA approved cleaner. So EPA approved cleaners are things like Lysol and Clorox and things that you think of when you want to really get rid of all the funk. So it's in the process of getting their ABODE cleaner to be recognized by the EPA. It's a process, but their cleaner is online to do that. And it has Thymol and then a handful of essential oils that they tested. I think it was either they tested over 30 of them or over 100 of them. 100 times or 30 times. I don't remember where 30 was and one was 100, but a whole bunch of oils, and they tested it multiple times to make sure it was effective against all strains of things that we have in our kitchen, certain strains of bacteria, certain strains of pathogens, certain strains that come into our home through the air that we want to be able to neutralize, that at one time we thought had to be done with a harsh cleaner. The ABODE is designed to do that. So there's a whole line. It comes with, you can get the laundry soap, the dishwasher soap, all that kind of stuff. But really the heart of it is the multi-purpose cleaner. So that's a concentrated cleaner. It has how to mix it right on the label. It's a 1:9 ratio with water. And then there's also the ABODE oil that you can diffuse to help purify the air. So we are using a lot of ABODE this time of year. And another option for green cleaning that actually works is the On Guard concentrated cleaner. So the ABODE came out in September of 21. And before that, for the last 8 years or however long this product has been available, this is the only cleaning thing that we used in our house. And it's the cleaner concentrate. It's very affordable. I believe that bottle is $14.50 and it'll make 18, 16 ounce bottles of all-purpose cleaner. So I use this on everything. I use it on my sinks. I mix it undiluted with baking soda and use it like a soft scrub in my tubs. I use it on stains on my carpet. I use it to clean just about everything. And then the ABODE, I use it more as a finishing spray personally. I use it on my kitchen countertops. I use it, I like it better on glass, the ABODE. I use it as a finishing spray in my bathrooms and things of that nature. So you can find which works best for you. But I would say there's a place in your cleaning cabinet for both ABODE and the On Guard concentrated cleaner. Okay, number 5, we're going to chat about immune specific oils. There are some specific products to help with your immune system. So a lot of the stuff we talked about prior was about prevention. How can you make your body an undesirable host for pathogens as they float around? And then this is what are some specifics we can do to target a healthy immune system? And then our next section will be, what do you do when you feel the funk? So our number 1 oil for this is On Guard. It is the immune supporting blend. It has a lot of research that went behind it on how it supports a healthy immune system. So ABODE is for the home. On Guard is for the body. So this is designed to be taken internally, topically, or aromatically. And there are different versions of the On Guard. So the oil is something we diffuse almost every day during this season, the winter months. And then the On Guard, we roll on our feet. So I have it by our toothbrush. I'll put it on my daughter's feet before school. I'll put it on my feet just about every day, especially this time of year. And then another thing you can try is the On Guard Plus capsules. So these are On Guard essential oil plus oregano, black pepper, melissa, some really great immune supporting oils that are also combined in a really easy to use capsule. So here it's recommended to take a few times a week, 2 to 3 times a week for enhanced immunity. You can take it longer term if you desire. So if I was still working in the hospitals, I would take it daily. If I was working in the schools, things of that nature, I would up that to daily. Or where I am now, I have a rock solid immune system. We rarely get sickness in our house. So for me, I just take it now if I'm traveling, if I've been around people who, don't look well, or if I feel a tickle in my throat, then I'll start taking actually a few a day. So a few times a day, as long as needed. There's also a new product called the On Guard Plus Chewables. So these are designed to enhance your vitamin C intake, vitamin D, zinc, and beta glucan. So if you look at some of those nutrients, those are some of the most popular ones for helping to keep your immune system strong. So you can take these daily. They're designed to be used prophylactically, or you can use them and up and elevate the intake if you feel like you need more at that time. It is not a ton of On Guard in these. I think it's only a quarter of a drop. So they're not a replacement for the On Guard anything, but they are an enhancement to supplement vitamin C, D, zinc, and the beta glucan. And I know that I was personally increasing those levels over the last couple of years, finding ways to get more vitamin C, D, and zinc in me. Another option that you can look into is the immunity wellness programs with doTERRA. So if you don't know about the wellness programs, these are awesome. These are where you can get monthly wellness kits delivered to your doorstep. They are curated to your specific goals. So there's 6 of them you can choose from. You can choose from immunity, which I'll cover, a new digestive one, respiratory, discomfort relief, sleep, or stress. So there's 6 of them to choose from. You can choose multiple at the same time if you want. And each month you get a different curated box with different products that will help with that targeted wellness goal. They're affordable. You can put them on your loyalty rewards order, so you're getting your free product points back and you don't have to think about it. That's what I love about these, is if you're new to the oils and you just can't even figure out what you need yet, this is how you get your sampling of each of the products each month. So you find the ones that work for your body and the ones you fall in love with and just really can't live without. So I'll break this down for you really quickly. Month 1, you're going to receive that little orange neoprene case. So that's a really great way to store your stuff. And then they're going to load you up on On Guard products. You're going to get your On Guard hand soap. So it's a nice hand soap that doesn't dry out your hands with the On Guard oil. On Guard sanitizing mist. You're going to get a sample of the On Guard toothpaste and the floss, because our oral health is also linked to our immune system. There's a lot of things that happen in our mouth that then affect our body. You'll also get, of course, On Guard oil. Make sure you get that in the diffuser. Purify oil, that's for purifying as well. It's for funky odors. We use that a lot in our laundry, stinky shoes, things like that. And then wild orange. So wild orange is a mood elevator. It's also a cleanser. You can put it in the diffuser with just about any oil, and I think it smells magical. So that is going to be your month 1 kit. Month 2, you're going to get some other fun things. You're going to get, number 1, the copper tongue scraper. This is something doTERRA doesn't sell, but you get it for a bonus in one of these immunity wellness kits. And the way you use that is you can scrape your tongue, Google it, find a YouTube video, and it helps to remove pathogens that accumulate in our mouth before they get into our GI tract and our gut and cause problems. So it's just another hygiene thing we can do. There's also tea tree that can be used for cleansing of the skin surfaces, cleansing the air. Grapefruit, which you can put in your water to help have a gentle morning cleanse. You can put it in your diffuser to elevate the mood. You get On Guard mouthwash, a little sampling of that to get a feel for what it tastes like to have the On Guard mouthwash, and love it. It's alcohol free, so it doesn't kill all the healthy bacteria, which a lot of traditional ones do. That's not good for the oral hygiene. But it has the oils that help to support that. And it's one of my favorite products. It has the On Guard Plus soft gels, which we mentioned has On Guard Plus black pepper, oregano, and melissa. So you can take a soft gel as needed to support healthy immune function. And then another refill of the On Guard hand mist, because you're going to need it every month. And then the On Guard beadlets, which are little quarter drop, tiny bead drops of the On Guard you can keep in your purse or your backpack and just pop them as needed. My husband always has beadlets in his pocket, and so I'm always hitting him up for some On Guard beadlets. And then finally, your month 3, you receive a bottle of oregano. Oregano is one of those oils that you don't need often, but when you do, you want to have it in your cabinet. You don't want to have to wait to order it. You need it for some of the immune supporting blends I'm going to share in just a moment. And it is nature's kick it. So you want your oregano. There's Stronger, which is another version designed more for children. It's similar to On Guard. I use On Guard on my child, and I have for years, but Stronger is another version that you can use. It's not as strong smelling. It doesn't have the cinnamon. It has rose and some more gentler oils that smell really mild that you can use on your child or an adult. Frankincense, we talk about when in doubt, use frankincense. So you get a 5 ml roller of that for immune function, but also for skin. So you can roll it around your eyes to help with skin health. You'll get empty vegetable capsules to make your own supplements. I'll show you in a minute what to make in your first one as needed. Breathe oil to diffuse to help open up and expand congested airways. The On Guard Touch Roller, which is what I have next to our toothbrush that we roll on our feet in the mornings. 2 more of the hand sanitizing mist. The little carrying case to clip on your purse or your backpack for your On Guard mist, and then On Guard hand wipes. So really a nice sampling of all the things that doTERRA has in this line to start to find what works best for you and your family. And then finally, you can add on different products to your immune kits at discounts. So the immune kits are already discounted below wholesale. So I believe all the kits are $75, which is below the 25% wholesale savings already. And then you can add some of these products. And I believe the discount additionally on top of that wholesale savings is another 20%. So you can add on another diffuser. So I have a diffuser in every room of our house. And if you continue to use oils, you'll likely eventually do that too, because there's so many benefits with just diffusing the oils. The Melissa is one of the most expensive oils that we carry. It takes a lot of plant material to make a bottle. That's why the price is where it is. And it's a very effective immune enhancing oil. So you can drop it under the tongue. You can put it on little bumps. You can use it to enhance some of the other things that you're already doing. So you can get 20% off that way. It's also in the On Guard Plus soft gel. So that's an affordable way to get Melissa for your immune support. So we're going to talk about a few solutions. So you've done all the things to keep your body healthy and you're just not feeling best. I'm going to share with you some of the things that we do in our own home for natural solutions. And you absolutely have to know when it's time to seek professional advice. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on the internet. So this is not medical advice. This is just to give you options for things that you can do in your home, but also knowing when it's appropriate to go to our beloved healthcare professionals and doctors for their advice as well. So one of the things that we use, if we feel that tickle in our throat, or we know somebody's coming down and the funk is in our house, we whip out our F.L.O.O.T balm. So the F.L.O.O.T roller is frankincense, lemon, On Guard, oregano, and tea tree. And this is an adult ratio, about 10 drops of each. For children, you would decrease those drops. For really little ones, you would only be using a drop each. And then you fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil and you roll it on the bottoms of the feet. You roll it along the spine and do it multiple times a day. So there's no time release in the oils. One of the best ways that you can use them is little doses more frequently. And it's important, a lot of times people come to me and they want all these solutions, but they haven't done anything beforehand, any of the preventative. So they'll work, but they work much better if we do the things I talked about in the first half of this. But yes, this is what we do. We get our F.L.O.O.T roller out. Some people like to use this daily during the season, but I prefer to only use it, especially because the oregano is not my favorite smell, just when we need it. And my daily is the stronger oil or the On Guard oil. And that's what we're using as our daily on our feet and our spine. Now you can also make this into a capsule. People call it the F.L.O.O.T balm. And you would just take 1 drop of each and you make a capsule and take it internally. So there's a lot of benefits to taking the oils internally, and doTERRA has done the research to make sure we know which ones are safe for internal use. So a drop of each of those in the capsule, you can take it internally as needed. Usually the recommendation is, 3 times a day. So one of those capsules 3 times a day for 7 to 10 days or as needed. Here's some of the things that I do if I have the onset of the funk and I know it's coming. So besides hydration and rest and sleep, I get my F.L.O.O.T roller that we talked about, and then I'd get a capsule of some sort. So I would either do a F.L.O.O.T, I either do that or the On Guard Plus capsule, or even the GX Assist. A lot of people don't talk about the GX Assist being used in this way, but if you look at the oils in it, it is a powerhouse. It has oregano, tea tree, thyme, lemon, and I believe caprylic acid, which helps to get everything into the fat layer and go deeper into the cell where it's supposed to do the most work, because that's where the pathogens live that we're trying to work and get rid of. So that's kind of what I do. I get the oils on topically, start rubbing a F.L.O.O.T, and then grab a capsule. So either the F.L.O.O.T balm, the On Guard Plus capsule, or the GX. You don't need to do all of these. Your body, just give it little bits of it. So you pick the one that works for you and you'll find which one of these tend to work more for your body and your chemistry. Another option is Symphony of the Cells. I cannot highly enough recommend this book. It is on truewellness.com. It's from Boyd Truman. He goes all over the world teaching Symphony of the Cells technique, and it's very simple. And it's basically a book with 18 different protocols for different wellness things within our body, the body systems, how to support your neurological system or lymphatic system, or this one is the ID protocol. And basically you layer each of the oils he lists in the protocol on the spine. So you put a few drops of each and you rub it in, and then you do the next, and then the next, and then the next. And it only takes a few minutes to apply. But this is the one when we do not feel our best in our house, we are grabbing the ID protocol, and it includes frankincense, oregano, thyme, On Guard, Aroma Touch, lemongrass, tea tree, melissa, or arborvitae. He's using those interchangeably here, and then peppermint oil. And this we do, you can do it, you know, weekly as a preventative, or every, you know, a couple times a week. If we feel really yuck, like we're doing this daily. And then the other oils as well with sleep and hydration and rest. So honey is great for this. So if you're feeling, you got that coming on. In our house, I use just a teaspoon of honey. And if your kids 1 or older, they can have honey. And so we do honey, which works great all by itself. And then for my daughter, she likes lemon. So we do 1 drop of lemon for her. Sometimes we can get a copaiba in there. That also really works well. We also have done frankincense, but lemon or copaiba are her favorites. They're mild tasting. And then I grabbed this recipe from online. This is kind of a fun suggestion. I haven't made this, and it doesn't give you specifics, but it says take a small jar, combine 3 drops each of lemon, On Guard, frankincense, and peppermint. So those would all be really soothing in a little bit of honey as needed. A throat spray, these are some that I have made before. I have made mine with honey, water, and some essential oils, but I pulled this one from the internet and I'm absolutely trying this one. It has, let's see, 5 drops of On Guard, 3 drops of lemon, and 3 drops of frankincense. And something unique is they said you can combine it with the Kids Omega. So the Omega is the fish oil, the IQ Omega, that tastes like wild orange. So I can think about how nice and soothing that coating of that that omega-3 oil would be in conjunction with those oils. So we're going to make up a batch of that, or they say you could use water. If I was using water, I would add a little bit of honey too, because that also has some soothing properties as well. The drops are great. So doTERRA has breathe drops, On Guard drops, and ginger drops. I have a picture there of what I gave my husband for Christmas. I filled up his stocking with 6 bags and a huge jar of the drops because he eats them like candy, and he thinks they're not candy, but I'd rather have him eating that than some of the other junk. But the breathe drop is for respiratory, On Guard is for specific immunity, and then ginger is for discomfort in the belly. And they taste really good. My daughter likes the ginger ones a lot. Here are some diffuser blends. So if you've got some going on in the house, the blend that we use the most frequently that I don't have pictured here is Breathe, Lime, and Arborvitae. So Breathe, as we know, is great for respiratory concerns. Lime helps to break up wetness in the tract, I have found, so mucus. We'll put a little lime in. And then Arborvitae is one of, in my opinion, well, and in a lot of trainings I've been to, is one of the best for immune support. And we don't talk about it a lot. It smells like Home Depot. It's very woody. It comes from 1,000-year-old cedarwood trees from the Pacific Northwest. And once they have fallen, doTERRA doesn't, cut down these beautiful trees. Then they can take the fallen limbs, and these limbs, they don't degrade and they don't decompose like most trees. So that's where the research came in of what does this oil do? How does it work in the body? And one of the things it was found to do is be high in antioxidants, really effective against Candida, and then also to support a healthy immune system. And it's a powerhouse yet mild. So it's one I recommend a lot for children. We'll put it in my daughter's bath as needed. We put it in the diffuser, not my favorite smell, but with Breathe and Lime, we do it at night as needed. And then of course, throw it in the tub. But there's a couple other blends up here that you can check out as needed. The rosemary, eucalyptus, and lime, I actually really like the smell of. And then blend number 2, Breathe, marjoram, thyme, and frankincense. Doesn't smell awesome, but it works. It cuts through some funk. Okay, next, Sinus Steamer. This is one of my favorites when I feel congested here and I just can't get it out of my sinuses. You'll sometimes see this as a steam mug recipe, but basically you just fill a cup with hot water, and then on the screen, it says 1 to 2 drops. I say 1 drop is more than enough. 1 drop each of peppermint, oregano, lemon, and tea tree. And so you just put your head over the steaming mug. I like to hotbox it, make a little tent, and get all that goodness into my nostrils, and it will just open up streams of everything to come out. You'll be able to breathe again, and it works really, really well and quickly. Another thing we used a lot on my daughter when she was probably a baby until 2-ish is she would get ear discomfort and she would tuck on her ears, and I know she would be upset. And so I would always try my oils first, and then knew that if when we woke up in the morning, if there was still a lot of discomfort, that I could take her into the doctor and get some more support. But in all the years, we were always able to do it first at home and not need any other help. And so a blend that we used a lot was tea tree, basil, and lavender, and we diluted it with a little fractionated coconut oil, and we would just rub it along the ear, or you can put it on a little cotton ball and put the cotton ball right here. So a really important precaution for everybody with the oils is we never ever put oils in the ear. Like they're not eardrops. So don't ever drop them into the ear canal because they can damage the membranes. But if you rub them around or put them on that cotton ball, they can do some really, really effective supportive things to the ears. So that's how we took care of a lot of ear discomfort in our home. And I've helped dozens of mamas do the same, including a mama who was going to have to miss getting on a flight to go to Disneyland because of that. And we helped her kiddo out. And the next day, that kiddo was good. Confirmed by a doc, good. Sometimes you might get warm body temperatures associated with not feeling well. And there are some things that you can do. Now, personally, I don't get too excited about warm temperatures. You can look up and see where an unhealthy range would be. So especially for little ones, it's really important to monitor and know, because if it gets too high, you're definitely going to need a doctor's intervention to help keep that little one safe. But it's also the body's way of burning off things that are not making it feel well. So as a mom, I would monitor my kiddo or myself or my family and make sure we weren't in the danger range. And if we were comfortable, kind of let it run its course. And if we were uncomfortable, there were ways to bring it down. And one of the easiest ways is with peppermint oil. Just 1 drop of peppermint oil, a squirt of fractionated coconut oil along the spine worked really well on my little one, myself. Another thing that we've had great success with is lukewarm baths. So lukewarm baths alone work great, but then I'd also put oils in. I wouldn't put peppermint in the bath. Anything that's a little tingly isn't great in a bath, or a hot oil like cinnamon or oregano, not great in a bath. But what is great in a bath would be geranium, arbor vitae, frankincense, and Roman chamomile. So you could do a drop of each or just kind of mix and match, but those are my go-to for my little one when she's not feeling great. We do a bath with some of those oils. And then I've also heard specifically for warm temp that patchouli and lime work well. I haven't tried those. Patchouli is not my favorite smelling oil, but I have heard wonderful things about patchouli and lime as well. There's a nice little guy in the tub as a reminder that you can take baths to help with those things. And in our house, if we're taking a bath at any time, we're always putting oil. So that's another way to help keep your body in a desirable state and help maintain homeostasis, is just by adding different oils to your body or your bath at different times. Another thing we use a lot in our house is my miracle salve recipe. You can find this on my blog. It is one of the most visited blog posts and YouTube videos that I have. And this is a recipe that makes 8 2-ounce containers, or you could divide it and make less. But we use this if my daughter wakes up in the middle of the night and it's just fussy, especially when she was little. We just put it on the spine. If somebody has an ache or some redness on a body part, like, we just use it for just about everything. When I don't know what to do, it's on the bedside table. It's really easy to just rub it on something and then give it more attention as needed. So if you haven't tried that yet, totally check it out. So you can find it on blissmama.com. And as a reminder, if you want more information on that cleanse, you can find it there. And if you would like to get any of this information that I shared today, I do have all of this written up in a blog post that I will link down below in the YouTube description, with some of those recipes we shared and some ideas to help keep your body in a healthy state, help to be well as you are enjoying life. And if you need essential oils, of course, head over to my Bliss Mama shop page. I will help you get started and save 25% or more off all of your purchases. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.